Right, hello guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new to this YouTube channel, my name is Peter and I release videos, Excel videos every week. I do tutorials. All right, so in today's video we're going to be looking at 4 Microsoft Excel questions that you might meet in your Microsoft Excel based interview. All right, so the first question is asking us to highlight in red the 10 lowest orders. All right, so the first column on this table is ID column, the second column is name column, the third column is brand column, and the fourth column is unit column. So we are going to be working on this unit column. This is where we are going to highlight our 10 lowest orders. So to do that, let's select the numbers under the unit column. So let's go home, click on conditional formatting. So you're going to see top or bottom rows. So click on that, then you're going to see bottom 10 items. Click on it. So this is it. Let's just click OK. All right, this is done already. You can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So we have done it. So these are the lowest 10 lowest orders on this table. All right, so let's go to question number 2. So the question number 2 says fill orange areas, these areas, using a formula that can be copied down to accept or reject a project based on the minimum requirements. All right, so what this question is asking us to do is to reject or accept projects based on this minimum requirement. So we have the project column, we have revenue estimate column, we have profit estimate column, and we have our decision column. So we are going to be working on this decision column. So any project that meets our revenue requirements and profit requirement at the same time, we must accept it. So any one that doesn't meet two of these, that doesn't meet this requirement, we should reject it. So in this case we are going to be using if function. So let's do that. If what is our logical test? If revenue estimate. All right, so to do this we are going to be using and with our if. All right, so if and what? So these two requirements must be met before we make our decision. All right, revenue estimate is greater than or equals to $500,000. All right, that's the first logical statement. The second logical statement is profit estimate, that's D6, is greater than or equals to $25,000. All right, so let's close it. Mind you, we need to lock this H6 and H7 cells so that when we are dragging down our formula, it will not shift. So we are locking H6 and H7. So to lock, you use function F4 to lock H6, H7, again function F4. All right, so that is it. So now, if this logical test is true, what do we want to have? We want to accept it. All right, if it is false, we are rejecting it. Reject. All right, we are rejecting the project if it is false. So let's press enter. Let's drag it down. All right, so we accept two projects, that's project A and project B, because they both meet the minimum requirement. All right, so let's move to the question 3. In this question, we are finding the number of shirts we need to sell to reach $5,000 profit. We are finding the number of shirts we need to sell to reach $5,000 profit. So the assumption is that price per shirt is $29.99. Cost per unit is $8.50. Fixed cost is $15,000. So the probability, so the unit sold, the unit sold, let's put 6,000 there. As in, how many units are we going to sell to achieve the profit of 5,000? So let's try to get it. 300 units, 8,000. 400 units, 64, okay, 250 units. So how are we going to know? So there's something we need to use. Let's go there. Let's go home. Let's first delete this. All right, let's go home. Go to data. Go to what if analysis. Click on go seek. So this is what we are going to use. This dialog box is what we are going to use to achieve our aim. So set cell. What is our set cell? Our set cell is C15, which is where we want our profit to appear. So this is our set cell, cell C15. To value, so we are setting this C15, this cell right here, we are setting it to 5,000. All right, by changing cell C11. So by changing this cell, all right, let's click OK. Can you see? Let's click OK. So we need to sell 930.7 units. 930.7 shirts. This is the number of shirts we need to sell to achieve profit of 5,000. All right, let's go on. Question number 4. We're going to be using different formulas to find the revenue for France in each cell. So this is the table. We have country, we have dates, we have quantity, we have price, and we have revenue. So we're going to be working on these cells. All right, so the country is France and this is the date. So we're going to use two different formulas to find the revenue for France in each month. So we're going to use sum ifs here and we're going to use xlookup here. All right, those are the two formulas that we are going to use. So let's start by using sum if. All right, sum ifs. So what is our sum range? Our sum range is the revenue. All right, let's use function F4 to lock it. So that is absolute referencing. We are locking it so that whenever we drag, the formula the range will stay put whenever we drag. All right, comma. So the next parameter is criteria range. What's our criteria range? 1. Our criteria range 1 is country. We are selecting country. So we also need to lock this range because when we drag, we don't want it to move. So to lock it, we use function F4 to lock. All right, so what's our criteria 1? Our criteria 1 is B6, which is France. All right, also we need to lock this one by the column so that when we drag, the column will not move. So you press Ctrl F, function F4 how many times? We are pressing it 3 times. All right, 3 times, comma. So our criteria range 2 should be dates. All right, let's select dates. Also we need to lock this date range. All right, we lock it, comma. So what's our criteria range? What's our criteria 2? Our criteria 2 is the dates. All right, so click on date. So this one we don't need to lock it because it has to be relative. All right, All right, so let's cover it. Let's click, press enter. Let's drag it. Can you see? So that is it. So here we are going to be using XLOOKUP to achieve this. We are using XLOOKUP here to achieve the same numbers that we achieved up here. All right, so the first thing we're going to be looking at is lookup value. What is our lookup value? Our lookup value is France. All right, since we're going to be dragging it, let's make it a mix referencing function. Hold your function F4, 1 2 3. So you hold your function and you press F4 3 times. All right, also we are going to be needing these dates. All right, so we use our alpha and this is it. That's the sign. So we join it with our dates. All right, click on date. So that is it, comma. So this first one, which is B7, is going to match this country. All right, so function F4 once to make it absolute. We're going to use and again. C5, which is dates, is going to go with the date. All right, date range, function F4 to make it absolute, then comma. Then we are using our revenue. Select your revenue range, comma, function F4 to make it absolute. Let's press enter. Can you see now we use two different functions to achieve the same goal? All right, thank you for watching my video. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. See you next time. Bye.